Hey friends, I'm here with a brief video about some preferences when it comes to monks. So I've made a new monk, and there's some things that I'm disappointed about when it comes to a monk's appearance. Now, this appearance right now, I really like it. I love the style of the outfit and everything. But what I'm wearing is kind of crappy. It's good old school Woo's fighting shirt. You know, Woo's fighting pants. Woo's fighting sleeves. And you're going to ask, why are you wearing that? You could just put on some Defiant leather. Well, I'm going to switch to Defiant leather, or, similar thing to it. It's the same as like the Glooming Deep stuff you get from just doing the tutorial. It's just the easiest way to get a full set is just to run through the tutorial. So let's take a look. What happens when we put on just ordinary leather tunic? Boom. Now you got like the leather look of what a Draken Druid would be wearing. It's completely different. It's nothing like this interesting, unique, stylized monk outfit. It's just the basic leather armor. What happens when we put on the legs? So oddly enough, the legs are exactly the same. There's no difference at all. Now, what am I wearing? Woo's fighting slippers. And they kind of look like leg wraps, you know? See that, like it's like a wrapping look, and it's got that cool gold trim and stuff like that. So let's put on the leather. Again, not as interesting to at least by my opinion, What about the sleeves? The sleeves, it's like, I don't know what that is, but it looks interesting. So let's look for the sleeves here. Oh, here we go. See, very different. Gives a completely different look. So, what's up? Daybreak, can you guys do something about this? Can we have an armor, for monks that has more of a cloth appearance like this? Because I love the look of this tunic. It's the same for the human monk. This sleeve, too, is different, and this boot, very different. So, I would love to see if there was something a little bit different that could be done, like in the future. I mean, I know it's an aging game, but I would love to see a difference. And as far as the sleeves go, the Woo sleeves and the Glooming Deep sleeves are exactly the same. So those are fine, I guess. I wonder what the... Oh! But if you put on an Electrum bracelet, it gives that strappy look. So that's interesting. So I'm curious as to why the difference in some of these graphics. So here's another thing too. You can actually make some interesting weapons with tailoring. Tailoring, you may ask? Yeah, like a simple sap. It's made from like leather and like ground up ore. I guess it's sort of like, you're filling a sock with metal pellets or whatever. And it's not great, but it's just like the other stuff, like the simple long sword, the simple great sword, and then it goes on to the ornate. You can make an ornate sap, then you can make an intricate sap, an elaborate sap, inured sap, so it could, goes up as your levels go up. You can make the better, more improved versions of this stuff with these symbols that you add to it to improve the stats and the base damage. And then you can give it any other kind of regular type 4 AUG. And another thing that I was able to make, these may look weird to you, simple leather fist wraps. This is another weapon that you can make using tailoring. So if you're a master tailor, you can make some interesting monk weapons. So, I mean, I guess I'm fine with how the fist wraps look. It just looks like the normal glowing red fist. I've always thought this was kind of cheesy. I thought something better could be done, but it's fine, I guess. What I'm really disappointed in is the sap. Now the graphic here in the inventory looks like something completely new and unique. Put it in her hand. It's like, oh look, I'm dual wielding some wooden clubs. The old school wooden clubs from when Everquest first came out in '99. This graphic, to my knowledge, has not changed in the 20 plus years that this game has been running. Why? I mean, they look so cool. The inventory graphic looks really cool. But not so much, when you're equipping it. I mean, I'd rather equip these Velium Morning Stars, which, I'm sorry, but that actually looks like the same graphic used for a mace in most cases. Isn't the Morning Star more of a spiked ball? And I know I'm probably nitpicking a little bit, and it's fine if you say that. Well, I don't really care what the Crude Defiant quarterstaff looks like. It's actually a mistake. It's not what I was looking for. I have another weapon that actually does look pretty cool, and I kind of like it. And that is a simple reinforced staff. And I don't ever remember seeing this graphic before in a weapon. It's something different. It's kind of cool. Simple, of course, but I mean, it's a staff. What do you expect, But it just shows that there's some graphics still coming out in weapons, I just wish they would update some of these, like these saps, Even a retexturing of the old club could be kind of cool, to just make it look like it's made out of a leather hide that's been stitched together and filled with pellets or something. Because you're able to make, this interesting graphic for this staff. There are other things. This came out, I think, during Serpent Spine. That's a cool looking staff. That's one of the ones you quest here in Crescent Reach. So, yeah, what do you guys think when it comes to monks and their gear? Do you wish there was a way to tailor, the improved version of a monk's tunic? Something better than Wu's. Equivalent to at least, what's it called? Defiant, yeah, the Defiant leather armor. Or could there be an introduction of something similar to Defiant leather that is mostly for monks, maybe beast lords too, where it looks more like this bandage and cloth? I just love this graphic, and I think it would be neat to have it, not just for Drakens, but for humans. You could do something cool for the Ixar as well. So that's it. That's my video today. Just me kind of complaining a little bit, whining, if you will. Bitching is also an acceptable term about some things for monks in Everquest. What do you think? What's your opinion on it? Feel free to share with me. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.